Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fandom United. My name is Gio, and this is a video I'm doing where I'm recapping some of this past week's movie news, stuff that I find interesting. And hopefully, after this video, you yourself will be just as interested, if not more. It is July 1st. Wow. We are officially past the halfway point of the year, and I don't know where the time goes. But I'm watching Thor Love and Thunder next week, and I'm so excited about that. I will be working this 4th of July weekend. So if you're one of those people who are working this holiday weekend, you're not alone. We'll get through it together. But let's not waste any more time and get into our first topic here that I've picked out, and that is a feel good story. Top Gun Maverick has officially passed the $1 billion mark at the box office. This is the first time a Tom Cruise led movie has achieved this amazing accomplishment, and it is well deserved. I am so happy for you, Tom Cruise. I just caught Top Gun Maverick a second time a few nights ago, and it is just as great as when I saw it the first time. The emotional impact of the movie, the action sequences that keep you at the edge of your seat, just the awe and spectacular that is this legacy sequel. I had one person in the theaters after the movie ended basically say this was the same movie. That's something I do not agree with. And so that's beside the point. If you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick in theaters, I highly recommend it before it leaves. And if you're one of those people, come back to the video and let me know what you thought. Let's go from a feel good story to a story that has divided many film fans for whatever reason. We should all be excited about Avatar The Way of Water, James Cameron's long awaited sequel, let alone long awaited film of his. This is his first film since 2009. Insane, but he is bringing us not one, not two, not three, not four, but five Avatar movies. And it is insane to think about. It will take over this decade of sci-fi films along with Dune and hopefully Star Wars and of course Rebel Moon. But as far as Avatar 2 goes, we got some more information via Empire magazine where they not only released covers but also photos of new characters. Well, sort of new. Let's start with Kate Winslet's character. She is described as a Na'vi warrior by the name of Ronale. And in this photo, you can also see our first look at Cliff Curtis's Tono Wari character. You may not recognize Cliff Curtis by name, but you've certainly seen his work. He's one of those actors you recognize by face. But the way Empire Magazine describes this pair and the clan that they lead, called the Metkayina clan, a clan who dwells in the shadows of Pandora's vast oceans. Here's what Empire had to say about the clan and Kate Winslet's Ronal character. She is deeply loyal and a fearless leader, Winslet tells Empire of her big blue alien, teasing a female action hero in a similar mold to Sarah Connor, Ripley, and Avatar's own Neytiri. She is strong, a warrior, even in the face of grave danger, and with an unborn baby on board, she still joins her people and fights for what she holds most dear, her family and their home. That is quite a description for a character that will be portrayed by the great Kate Winslet. This is their second collaboration, Kate Winslet, James Cameron. The first one was absolute gold with Titanic. I can't wait to see what they bring with this one. Moving from Kate Winslet's character to Sigourney Weaver, who you might remember died in the first movie. How is she coming back? Well, now we have our answer, and it is an answer. Here's what Empire Magazine had to say about character who is playing the adopted teenage daughter of Jake Sully and Neytiri. Please explain this, Sigourney Weaver. And she does by saying, I think we all pretty much remember what we were feeling as adolescents, Sigourney Weaver tells Empire. I felt strongly that Kiri, the name of the character, would feel awkward a lot of the time. She is searching for who she is. I was thrilled to be given that challenge by James Cameron. The challenge of, in James Cameron's words, a 60-something-year-old playing an adolescent. Wow. I mean, talk about giving a challenge to a veteran actress like Sigourney Weaver and presenting her with a complex idea that would be so insane not to do for a sequel. Yeah, crazy stuff. And here is the Empire Magazine covers showing Sigourney Weaver's character Kiri to the left and Kate Winslet's character Ronell to the right. James Cameron, wow, I can't wait to see these characters. And you know what? You should be at least curious to see these characters as well. Again, this is a movie that you might not be interested in, or maybe you are. If you're not going to hear the end of it. This will be a movie that your coworkers are going to talk about. This is a movie that your neighbors are going to talk about. This is a movie that your relatives are going to talk about. We all remember how the first movie was a phenomenon. And once again, James Cameron is reminding you that these sequels are not going to be just carbon copies of the first. This one is going to dive into the underwater world of Pandora, excuse me. How we get to see different clans like the Metkayina clan who dwell in the shadows of Pandora's vast oceans. We got characters coming back, but not exactly the same. We got new characters being played by these highly talented actors, actresses. I am so looking forward to Avatar: The Way of the Water. I cannot wait for this. I can't wait to see another trailer. That first trailer, no matter how many times I watch it, I'm still in awe. And hopefully you are. Let me know your thoughts on Avatar: The Way of Water. Okay, that was a big one. Let's go to a out of nowhere topic that happened by mistake. So longtime radio personality Howard Stern let it accidentally leak that he is going to be a part of Marvel's Doctor Doom solo project. Doctor Doom is the main villain of the Fantastic Four. You've seen him before. He has the green hood, metal mask, insane powers, a highly anticipated character that will debut in the MCU. But let's listen to Howard Stern, who let it slip while his radio show was on a commercial break. He didn't realize his mic was still on. Now, I'm going to play the audio for you and try to listen past the ad and listen for Howard Stern's voice. And here it is right here.
Free guarantee. Shop TommyJohn.com/SXM right now for 20% off your first order.
I mean,
get 20% off right now at TommyJohn.com/SXM.
Well, I told you I'm going to do Dr. Doom.
TommyJohn.com/SXM.
That's the thing.
See site for details.
But I don't even believe me. I'm fucking miserable about it. I don't even.
You listen to the Stern Show on your radio.
Because I want to do something. Because I'm an asshole. Well, that's what I did on America's Got Talent. So.
That's right.
You listen to the Stern Show on your radio.
Are you excited about it?
Well, yeah, I called Robert Downey Jr. and I said, like, how to do, like I was asking him acting techniques. Do you have a number for John?
Wow. In case you didn't catch that, basically Howard Stern is going to be a part of Doctor Doom. He's making time this summer, which means this might be the only time Marvel is able to secure his services. He is close with Disney's Bob Iger. He used to run um, Disney and be kind of like the chairman, I believe. He does have close ties with people working in Marvel. He's clearly not excited about it, but you know what? It's probably something that they convinced him to do that could be fun. No, Howard Stern is not playing Doctor Doom, okay? But if we are to believe this leak, he will be involved in some capacity. And just for the record, Howard Stern, he does not care about the MCU. He doesn't care about the secrecy and all that kind of stuff. He's probably daring Marvel to do something about this accidental slip. He doesn't care. But the last part of the audio was him going to Robert Downey Jr. and asking for some tips on acting. Maybe he plays himself. I don't know. Or maybe it's a fun role for him. Believe what you want to believe. A lot of fans seem to believe and hope that a Doctor Doom solo movie is coming. I mean, we did get Reed Richards in the Multiverse of Madness, albeit for a little bit before he died. So we're close to getting the Fantastic Four, and presumably that would mean Doctor Doom as well. Let me know your thoughts. This was a pretty weird revelation, if it is true, and we'll see what happens. So let's go from Marvel to DC, and let's talk about hope. Never give up hope, right? That's what I and many others held on to hope when we were campaigning release the Snyder Cut. What happened? We got Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is going to be available on digital later this month. Definitely getting that. But that may not be our only chance of seeing Henry Cavill's Superman. Here's what Dwayne Johnson had to say on Twitter earlier today, July 1st. Somebody commented, "Heroes, I can't wait for this movie. I don't care if there are no cameos in it, but if there are," he put a photo of Superman's logo, chest symbol, split with Black Adam's. And here's what Dwayne Johnson had to say. He quote tweeted, "From back in the day when I was wrestling in flea markets for $40 a match, all the way to now, I've learned to always listen to the audience because they will always lead you to where you need to go. I hear you, and I always got you. Hashtag Black Adam at $7 production." Well, this definitely gives me even more hope about Henry Cavill's Superman being involved in the DCEU in some capacity going forward, while Warner Brothers Discovery and DC is kind of in this time of uncertainty given the Ezra Miller allegations that the media seems to keep poking at, which I have opinions about, but that's another conversation. And what exactly this universe is going to look at post the Flash movie. They certainly have a plan in mind. And if I am to hold on to anything to see Henry Cavill Superman, it's the fact that Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill are represented by the same agent. The fact that Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam wants to fight the Superman. And if you were to ask DC fans today, who is the Superman, It's not the Superman from CW, Superman and Lois, even though I am a fan of his and I want to see a season 3. It's Henry Cavill's Superman. And that's the fight that I personally want to see. I want to see Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill go at it as Superman and Black Adam. That would be sick. And if Warner Brothers Discovery and Dwayne Johnson were to take anything into consideration regarding the fans' audiences, it's how everyone who saw Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder Cut, felt about Henry Cavill's Superman after watching that movie. We want to see it. Make it happen, please. Pay whatever you got to pay, whatever contracts you got to sign, whether it's for one appearance or multiple appearances, multi-picture deals. Make it happen. Warner Bros. Discovery, please. Dwayne Johnson, make it happen before it's too late. Use him while we still can, while we still have him, while he's still in ridiculous shape, physical shape. Please. Let me know what you guys think. Henry Cavill's Superman fighting Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam. Would that make you even more interested? Or is it too little too late? And let's get to our last topic here. This one, well, let's just hear what they have to say. This is Jeremy Slater, who was the writer on Disney Plus's Moon Knight, who was involved in the Mortal Kombat sequel, talked about what we can expect. And here's what Jeremy Slater had to say. The Mortal Kombat sequel is awesome. I'm having a ton of fun. I can't really share any details about it, but we want to make something that the fans really love, and I think it's a really great creative team. They have been listening to the fans' reactions, and they know what fans loved about the first movie and what they didn't. Everyone is creatively setting out to really make a sequel that tops the original in every way. We're still very early in the process, but the fans should be really excited. It's going to be awesome. Well, that first movie didn't set a very high bar, and we all had high expectations, longtime Mortal Kombat fans, right? R-rated, fatalities. Well, they forgot the tournament. How do you forget the tournament? That's what Mortal Kombat is a fucking tournament. Excuse my language. So yeah, a tournament would be nice. Get rid of the Cole Young character. Okay, that fight that him and his family had with Goro still pisses me off. If you're gonna make the movie, try not to do that stupid 2-hour mandate. Okay, when you rewatch Mortal Kombat, or if you've seen the Mortal Kombat from last year, that movie is so fucking choppy. Editing's all over the place. There were some good things about that first movie, okay? Joe Taslim's Sub-Zero, Hiroyuki Sanada's Scorpion, Sonya Blade was a plus, Mikal Brooks as Jax was a plus, Kano was a plus, Kung Lao was a plus. The characters themselves weren't too much of a problem. I mean, a few of them and how they were used. But for the most part, you know, they had it. There's a good movie in there somewhere, but the creative decisions behind that first movie just wasn't it. So hopefully you're listening to the fans, and hopefully we get a tournament, and hopefully, I mean, it can't be any worse, right? Right? But anyways, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Fandom United movie news recap. Let me know your thoughts on these topics, and share your opinions. I enjoy the conversation. If you haven't, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate that very much. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to do so anyway, and continue your support. I appreciate it so much. Have a safe 4th of July weekend. Whatever you do, be safe out there. If you're working, remember, you're not alone. I'm right there. I'm right there with you. And until the next video, you guys take care.